to go over Listing Edge. We're going to record this. Please know that this policy may change in the future. It is Friday, July 14th, 2023. So if you haven't heard of this, we'll make sure we take the video down, or we'll update the video as the program rolls through. I'd like to welcome to our presentation Patrick Avery with RW Town Mortgage. And Patrick looks like he is not in the Norfolk office, where I would have thought he might have been today.
I'm going there after this.
Are you in a corporate office somewhere?
I'm at Jay's office at the oceanfront.
Oh, having lunch with your mentor, maybe?
No, I just got stuck at the Skips in Italy. I wish I was having lunch with him.
Okay, that would have been a nice lunch. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Patrick. And Haley, are you going to slideshow you're going to share with them?
Yes.
All right, if you guys have questions, feel free to unmute yourself, raise your virtual hand, type it in the chat. And Haley and I will be here to help with the chat and answer any questions. Patrick will kind of stop you if someone has one in the middle. So
sounds
all
good.
Right.
All right.
Can you see this slideshow?
I can. All right, so this program, for those of you that aren't familiar, is Listing Edge. So if whether you work with me or any other RW Town loan officer, this isn't specific to Patrick. This is a RW Town mortgage product. So like Tim said, feel free to reach out to me with questions, but also any of y'all's in-house loan officers should be able to answer questions as well. So can you go to the next slide, Haley?
Can you see the next one?
Yep, that's good. So why use Listing Edge? So the listing, sorry. All right, why use Listing Edge? So it'll help sellers meet challenges that are going on in the market to help get the best offer. So, and then it'll provide value for the buyer and the seller. Your listing will stand out because it comes with a lender credit applied to their closing costs. This is the true lender credit that we offer. We do not raise their rate to give them a credit. It is a true credit that they receive. And then the seller will have peace of mind knowing that the buyer is pre-qualified by your trusted lender. Agents that I work with, that when we came out with this product, I think it's a great program for all your listings, but especially those ones where maybe you get a nice offer from a client, but it might be from an out-of-town lender that you haven't heard of. So when y'all are in the middle of negotiating before you've ratified, you refer us that buyer. We are able to also look through the file, guarantee you that they are pre-approved, and then if they choose to use us, then they will be provided that $1,800 credit. You can go to the next slide. How it works. So the agent obtains the listing and includes information about the Listing Edge. We have some marketing materials that'll be on a future slide. Co-branded Listing Edge marketing materials, like I just mentioned. And then if the buyer does in fact use us, they will get that $1,800 credit to be used at settlement. The reason it's $1,800 is because that will cover the origination fee and the appraisal. We are not able to waive an origination fee, but we can give a credit to offset it. The only time we cannot offer this product is if that buyer has already been pre-approved with another town bank loan officer, because we, RW Town, work for Town Bank as well, and we are just not going to compete with our coworkers. You can go to the next slide. This is a testimonial that we received recently from an agent that used this program. So recently they had multiple offers, and several of them were from out-of-town lenders. This agent spoke with her sellers, explained this program, and then they asked the buyer to reach out to the RW Town lender to get that $1,800 credit. This gave not just the agent, but also the buyer, or excuse me, also the seller's peace of mind, because it was a loan officer that they have worked with in the past. They were kept up to date. It was someone in their office. They could talk about the loan at the coffee pot. And then I believe they even state that they were able to close even 2 days earlier than they expected. And you can go to the next slide. So here are some of the marketing materials that we have. The one on the left is a flyer, and we can have those printed for you. We can co-brand them if you want. If you just want the loan officer's information, they can do that as well. And then you can put in that request with your loan officer. They can either send it to you through Total Expert so that you have the ability to print it, but we can also order this, and it'll come on that nice glossy paper if you want to put that in your put that in the house at your listing. Also, the thing on the top right is a yard sign. So just says call me for closing cost assistance. You can put those in your yard. If you want some of those, your loan officer will either already have some or just ask them to order some, and then you can put it in their listings. And then the last piece at the bottom, it's called a window cling. So it actually is like it doesn't look gray, it's actually clear. So people that, agents that I've worked with, they will put this maybe in like on a mirror in the bathroom, maybe on anywhere that it'll stick to. And then in the middle, it has that QR code. So you could just explain it to anyone that goes. They can scan that QR code, takes them to our online app, and they can apply right there while they're in the house going through the listing. And again, all these are available with your specific in-house loan officer. You can go to the next slide. And then that's really it. So just to kind of recap, this is the Listing Edge. Any listing that you have, if you refer us the buyer, we will give them an $1,800 lender credit to be used at closing. We will not compete against another town bank loan officer, but I think this is a great product on all your listings, just to kind of get the reassurance. It gives those buyers a reason to call us, because I think it's hard to turn down that $1,800 or at least hear about it. And then also with that, it would be a second opinion, so they can get that $100 Visa gift card as well that we offer. That's all I got. So were there any questions in the chat? I don't think I can see it. Or are there any questions that people might have?
I don't see any. Does anyone have any questions? All right, Patrick, it doesn't look like we have any questions.
Cool. And then if something comes up, feel free to reach out to me or your in-house loan officer. We'd be happy to help answer any questions.